The Luke Roux Foundation is on a mission to stop deaths caused by drunk driving. It was formed after Luke was killed in a drunk driving crash in June of 2022, just after he had graduated from Farmington High School. Well, his foundation recently got a big boost thanks to the good folks at American Eagle Financial Credit Union. I'm so happy to have with me now Luke's mom, Carrie, joining me alongside American Eagle's president and CEO, Howard Brady. Thank you both for being here today.
Thank you, Tim.
And a pleasure to meet you both. Carrie, thank you for taking the time to join us today.
You.
And we will get to you in a second, but why don't you just start by telling us, first of all, about American Eagle Financial Credit Union, and then how you two sort of joined forces.
Yeah, thank you, Tim. And we're pleased to be here to stand shoulder to shoulder with the Luke Roux Foundation. We're actually a people-first organization. We're the largest community-based credit union in the state of Connecticut.
Yeah.
That gives us a lot of opportunity with size and scale to reach people. Here's what people really need to know. We're a mission-driven organization that enables us to lift up individuals, families, and larger communities in a way that's uncommon in financial services. It couldn't be more important for us to be able to do that. We deliver on our mission when we can help enrich people's lives, and no better example than how to support the Luke Roux Foundation and help us get better outcomes in our local community. And it's all about partnership. It's all about collaboration, and we feel really strongly about that.
And you do that through the Cash Back to the Community program. I believe 3 different organizations this time around got just under $10,000.
That's exactly right. And so every quarter we take a portion of our profitability. We want our community to do better when we do better.
Yeah.
So we give about $10,000 to 3 nonprofits that are actually nominated by and voted in by our local community. So it's that true partnership. And so we couldn't be more proud of that program.
Wonderful. And that answered my next question, how you guys wind up joining forces. Now, Carrie, please tell us about the foundation. What exactly are you doing? And I know the mission is reduce the number of drunk driving crashes today, eliminate them tomorrow. I like that right there. So how are you starting that, going down that road?
That's correct. First, I do want to thank you for the generous grant, which will help us with one of the pillars of our foundation, which is increasing awareness and education, especially to young adults. What we are grateful for receiving this money is that we can now expand the outreach of our Safe Ride program. So we have a program where we give out a rideshare voucher to graduating students with the message of planning ahead. Make a plan before you even go out, before you have that first drink.
Yeah.
So by giving them this opportunity to know that they have a free ride home, hopefully they will save it for a time when they need that or when one of their friends may need it. So that's what we're planning to be able to use this generous grant to expand it to more and more high schools in our community.
And it sounds like a 2-pronged program. Like you said, plan to not put yourself in that situation first. But I love that you've given them that out in case they find themselves in that situation. It speaks to people's imperfect nature. And that's, I think it's a very realistic proposal. And I was very, very impressed by that. But that's not it. I guess you're also working on scholarships now, too. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we do have some scholarships out there. One in particular is we ask the high school students to write an essay about why do they think people keep driving impaired, because unfortunately that's what's happening in our state, and do they have any suggestions on how to stop young people as well as older people from doing that.
Yeah.
And so we currently have been offering that through the Farmington High School with hopes and plans to be able to spread that further around the state of Connecticut.
Yes. And thank you, by the way, for taking the time to come in and tell us. The little I've learned about Luke, he was a man of few words. So I think it was very important that you're getting up there and doing this speaking on his behalf. And of course, Mr. Brady, thank you so much for that too. Just tell us, what else can people do if they want to help you, to help them, and to help all the other organizations that are a part of your program?
Well, thank you, Tim, again, for allowing us to be here. It's really a values-based conversation. Let's show our values. Let's make sure when people do go out, to Carrie's point, that we ask them to make good decisions. And if they can give up their keys at the beginning of the night, something very, very fundamental. Yeah. And let's support each other through these difficult circumstances. This conversation, in our humble opinion, is about leadership, right? How do we make sure that we can lead in our community? This is an excellent example of that. And how do we get the best outcomes? We do have an event coming up in March that we'd like to invite the Luke Roux Foundation to. We have a financial reality fair that is going to be in March 26th at the Rangeler Field.
Yep.
This is where communities come together, high school students come together to understand financing, what it's about to have credit, and they make some real life decisions. We'd like to invite them there to help shape these decisions for young people, help them understand the real consequences of driving impaired.
There you go. Yeah, might as well just get that all together, get as much as you can. And LukeRoux.com, if you'd like to learn more about Luke and learn more about the effort, that's where you can go. Thank you so much for being here today.
Appreciate you very
A
much.
pleasure. Thank you for
Thank
joining
you.
us.